साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सर्वद्वैता श्रीसाधारणं वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। मदेकबन्धुमत्सङ्गिन् मद्गुरो मन्महाधन मन्निस्तारकमद्भाग्य मदानन्दनमस्तुते। असाधु साधुतादायिन् अतीनीचोचतारका हानमञ्च कदाचिन्मां प्रम्नायुत्कण्ठया स्फुरा। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Continuing reading from Canto 1, Chapter 19, the appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. We are instructed to read from text number 26 till the end of the chapter, text 40. So today you will be completing Canto 1. Okay? So we can start with 26, and they have asked me to mostly focus on text number 36. Correct? Okay? Start with translation, text number 26.
Was well formed and beautiful like a conch shell.
Okay, so here, starting with text number 26, we are discussing about the beautiful bodily feature of Srila Sukadeva Goswami, who was a Mahabhagavata, and he appeared in the assembly of Maharaj Parikshit, assembly of the sages, and when he came there, he was actually accompanied by many children and ladies from that village area who were thinking him just like a maybe somebody strange person, mad man. They didn't understand him, so they were following Sukadeva Goswami. And when Sukadeva Goswami he arrived in the assembly of the sages, and they saw him, the rishis, they are not common human being. They have Divya Drishti. They could see this person is covering his effulgence, but he is a Mahabhagavata. So immediately they stood up, they greeted him, and then they offered him the esteemed seat. And that is how, when they saw who this person is, now his bodily features are being narrated in this section. Text number 27.
His collarbone was fleshy, his chest broad and thick, his navel deep, and his abdomen beautifully striped. His arms were long, and curly hair was strewn over his beautiful face. He was naked, and the hue of his body reflected that of Lord Krishna.
He is a very beautifully constructed body. The collarbones were not visible because he had a very nice, bodily features. And he was looking very beautiful actually, even though he was naked. Continue, 28.
He was blackish and very beautiful due to his youth. Because of the glamour of his body and his attractive smiles, he was pleasing to women. Though he tried to cover his natural glories, the great sages present there were all expert in the art of physiognomy, and so they honored him by rising from their seats.
So they offered him a seat. Then
Maharaj Parikshit, who is also known as Vishnu Rata, the one who is always protected by Vishnu, bowed his head to receive the chief guest, Shukdev Goswami. At that time, all the ignorant women and boys ceased following Srila Shukadev. Receiving respect from all, Shukadev Goswami took his exalted seat.
next.
Sukdev Goswami was then surrounded by saintly sages and demigods, just as the moon is surrounded by stars, planets, and other heavenly bodies. His presence was gorgeous and he was respectable by all.
The sage Sri Sukdev Goswami sat perfectly pacified, intelligent, and ready to answer any question without hesitation. The great devotee Maharaj Parikshit approached him, offered his respects by bowing before him, and politely inquired with sweet words and folded hands.
Okay, so before you continue, this verse, concludes that Prasantamasina Makuntha Medhasam Munim Nipo Bhagavatobhyu Petya Pranamya Murdhna Vahita Kritanjali Natva Gira Su Nritayan Aprichat Anna Prichat. So here it is said that when Sukadeva Goswami he appeared in the assembly of the sages, this is a general etiquette. The etiquette is when we see a very respectable person coming, then we should stand up and then greet him by offering respect. Sometimes with folded hand, by greeting him. So that is how a respectable personality must be greeted. So the sages, when they saw such a highly elevated person appeared on the spot, so they all stood up and with folded hand they greeted him. And Maharaj Parikshit was also amongst the assembly members. He also stood up with them and he also with respect greeted him. And after that he approached him again. Why? Because he could immediately figure it out that this person is akuntha medhasam. Akuntha medhasam means he has unlimited knowledge. His intelligence is no bound. Means he is expert in all branches of knowledge and he is qualified to give me the instruction that I am looking forward to. In the meantime, he had already approached the sages that now I have heard from Gauramukha, the disciple of Samik Rishi, that I am going to be beaten by a snake, Takshaka, in next 7 days time. So I have a very limited time in my hand. So when I am about to leave my body, what is my duty now? What should I do? You please instruct me. But he hasn't received the answer yet from the sages. Now he is thinking, oh, here is the opportunity. Then what should I do? Not that just go abruptly, oh, tell me this. No. Normally, our people in this world, especially modern days, they don't know how to approach a respectable person, especially those who are conversant with the Vedic knowledge, Vedic scriptures. We should approach them with utmost respect. Therefore in Gita, Krishna says, Tadviddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshi. You cannot expect a tattvadarshi, means a highly advanced personality in the science of spiritual knowledge, will just impart you any instruction, any knowledge for your benefit. No, tadviddhi pranipatena. They want to see that you are sober and you are ready to accept the instructions with humble approach. Pranipatena. Pranipata means offering obeisance is a sign of humility. You approach with humble mood and then pariprashnena sevaya, and then you serve and then ask some question. Then upadekshanti jnanam jnana sattva. Then only tattva drashta vyakti, the one who has seen the truth, he will impart knowledge unto you. So that's how, even though he had first offered him obeisances upon his arrival, but now again when he is approaching Sukadeva Goswami to find answer for his query, he is again offering him obeisances before asking question. Natva gira sunritayan anma prichat. Sunritaya. Sunritaya means with very sweet word. Sunrita vachan, very sweet voice, sweet word. He started speaking. What did he say? This is an etiquette actually. That's why I just spoke a few words on this. Parikshit uvacha. Continue.
The fortunate king Parikshit said, O Brahmana, by your mercy only you have sanctified us, making us like unto places of pilgrimage, all by your presence here as my guest. By your mercy, who are but unworthy royalty, become eligible to serve the devotee.
Means actually here Maharaj Parikshit, he is thinking, he is saying that by your mercy only you have sanctified us, making us like unto place of pilgrimage. Very nice, What he is saying is, Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard that he has been cursed by this Brahmana boy, that he will be beaten by Takshaka, he accepted that as the appearance of Lord's mercy through this curse. He accepted this is a mercy for me. And now, appearance of Sukadeva Goswami in this assembly is also he is accepting as the appearance of Lord's mercy in form of Sukadeva Goswami. By your mercy only. And why? He knows this person is like a place of pilgrimage. Place of pilgrimage means, general concept in the public is that they go to a place of pilgrimage to wash off their sin. this is why people go. So that means the tirtha, holy places of pilgrimage, they give purity to us. So in that way, he is saying that actually now you will purify me. You are like a place of pilgrimage, you have appeared here, and you will make me free from my sinful life, sinful activity that I have committed. Simply continue.
Simply by our remembering you, our houses become instantly sanctified. And what to speak of seeing you, touching you, washing your holy feet, and offering you a seat in our home?
See, this is again a very, very instructive section. When Maharaj Parikshit approached Sukadeva Goswami to find answer, see how he is asking question. There is an etiquette in the Vedic civilization followed by the devotees when they approach a saintly person to ask any question. He is actually glorifying Sukadeva Goswami. What is saying? Jesam samsmaranat pumsam sadya sudhyanti vai griha kim punardarshana sparsa pada saucha sanadivi. This is a glorification of a pure devotee of the Lord. When we come in contact with a pure devotee of the Lord, this is what it happens. What to speak of seeing somebody, say pure devotee of the Lord, serving him. He is saying, Jesam samsmaranat pumsam. Just by remembering a saintly personality, just by remembering a pure devotee of the Lord, sadhya sudhyanti vai griha. There, they become very, they become purified, it becomes auspicious. Then when these saintly personalities, they come to the house of a grahastha, just by their very presence, they purify the house. That's how in India we have seen, when a saintly person comes, grahasthas, they always invite them to their house. Why? Kim puna darsana pada saucha sanadivi. When they will come to our house, then we will get the opportunity to wash their feet. Then we can sprinkle the water that has been washed from their feet to purify our house, our family members. So this is the tradition. So he is glorifying. Sukadeva Goswami is not an ordinary person. In Skanda Puran, it is said that he is actually like Nanda Nandan. Means he is Krishna in one way, because he is spreading the message of Krishna. That's why he is as good as Krishna. So that's how his glory is being now described, narrated in this section, in 5 verses. So continue, Prabhu, 34.
Just as the atheist cannot remain in the presence of personality of Godhead, so also the invulnerable sins of a man immediately vanquished in your presence, O saint, O great mystery.
Next.
Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is very dear to the sons of King Pandu, has accepted me as one of those relatives just to please his great cousins and brothers.
So he is glorifying Maharaj Parikshit. He is very much appreciative about the great lineage he is born. He is born in Pandu dynasty. Who is Pandu? Pandavas are very dear to Krishna. So here it is said, Pandu Suta Priya. Krishna, Pandu Suta Priya. There are 2 ways of explaining this. One thing is, Pandavas, the son of the Pandu Maharaj, who were very dear to Krishna, or Krishna, who is very dear to the Pandavas, in both the ways. And he is saying that somehow or other, by some good fortune, I am connected with them. Anyatha te vyakta gatir darshanam na katham anyatha te vyakta gate. Read. Anyatha de vyakta gate darshanam na katham nrinam nitaram riyamananam samsiddhyasya baniyasa अन्यथा ते व्यक्तगतेर दर्शनम नः कथम नृणाम नितराम म्रियमाणानाम संसिद्धस्य बनीयसः अन्यथा ते व्यक्तगतेर दर्शनम न कथम नृणाम नितराम म्रियमाणानाम संसिद्धस्य बनीयसः. Translation. Otherwise, because this is the verse we are asked to focus, otherwise means without being inspired by Lord Krishna, how is it that you have voluntarily appeared here? Though you are moving incognito to the common man and are not visible to us who are on the verge of death. So, here the way Maharaj Parikshit is asking, addressing Shukadev Goswami, he knows the great characteristic of Shukadev Goswami. He knows that he is the most munificent personality. He is a very highly charitable person. And he has appeared here, samsiddhasya baniyasa. Here, baniyasa means this is a very interesting word that explains that the person who repeatedly urges to those who beg, beggars, what they urge? Oh, ask me what you want. I shall grant you what you want. What is the goal of your life? Ask me, I am going to give you. He is such a generous person. And he is finding Sukadev Goswami in that category. So why he is Baniyasa? Samsiddhasya, one who is all perfect, or one who is thus continuously encourages those who seek blessings in is a Baniyasa. So in this connection, we need to understand our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Jeev jago, jeev jago, Gora chand bole, Kata nidra jao maya, Pisachira kole, Ene chiyo sadhi maya, Nasibar lagi, Hari nama moha mantra, Loho tumi magi. Ene chiyo sadhi maya, Nasibar lagi, Hari nama moha mantra, Loho tumi magi. And this is Baniyasa. Samsiddhasya Baniyasa. He is such a wonderful, magnanimous person. He has come here with utmost magnanimity. And he is saying, ask, Lahotmi magi. Very interesting thing, you may say that, okay, you are Krishna, you are so kind for the conditioned soul, and you have that good medicine, and we are suffering from the disease of samsara. Why are you asking us to beg from you? Why don't you just give us? You have it. Huh? Right? Just give it. Hey, don't demand like this. He is not going to act the way you want. Because, Kolokero Premadhan, Harinam Sankirtan. This Vastu, Harinam Vastu, is not any just cheap thing he has with him. He is saying, when you beg and I give you, then you understand the value of it, then you will make the best use of it. That's why he is saying, Harinam Mahamant Loho Tumi Magi, beg from me. Huh? Like yesterday we were saying, you come in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what are you begging? Huh? Dhanam dehi, janam dehi? But he is saying, no dhanam, no janam. Huh? Coming here, yes, I want to have a good job, I want to have good study, I want to have so many good things, right? Good family, everything I want good thing for me. So coming to Mahaprabhu saying, he begging, Are Baba, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come all the way down from Golok Vrindavan to Toronto, not for you to come before him to beg dhanam janam. Huh? Harinam Mahamantra Lahatum. When you beg, then he is saying, ask, I shall grant you your life's goal. So therefore, when we come in front of the Lord, we should know what to beg from him. Especially when you go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you don't ask him dharma, artha, kam, which generally people are very much inspired. They perform dharma because they want to increase the financial stability. And then, if we have financial stability, then we enjoy our life. Huh? But that is not. Our Gaudiya understanding is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the greatest, the most magnificent personality, incarnation of God. When we approach him, we should approach him for prema bhakti. Okay? So when you go to him and you beg, then what will happen? Because of his exceptional generosity, when you ask, he will give you. So therefore, you should know that in this verse, it is explained that Sukadeva Goswami has appeared because our Parikshit Maharaj is saying, I see this is Krishna's mercy. Actually, first of all, Krishna was merciful to appear before me in form of the curse by the Brahmana boy. And now, you also appeared before me. This I see as Krishna's mercy. Huh? The great sage Sukadeva Goswami was certainly inspired by Lord Krishna to appear voluntarily before Maharaj Parikshit. Prabhupada's purport. The great devotee of the Lord, just to give him the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, it is nicely explained, when our Parikshit Maharaj, he heard the curse from Gauramukha, then he consulted the, great souls in his assembly that tell me now what I should do. And it is explained that mantra tad devata aradhana means there were personalities in the assembly of Maharaj Parikshit who were very expert in understanding the mantra and the way the mantra devata can be worshipped. So he first of all consulted them. See, now this is the situation, what should I do? Huh? Very interesting, right? And one may think, well, there are also great personalities who knew how to, curb the snake. But he didn't listen to them. Neither they, went in their direction. Why? Swayam api mantreshu tattvam harinama mantram mukhyam harirnama tirtha mukhyam cha janhavi ityadi ukte tadvit. Maharaj Parikshit, he was not an ordinary person. He also knew Shastra very well. And he understood that mantra mukhyam harir nama. There is a verse in Shastra, it says that amongst all the mantras, the prime mantra, mantra mukhya mantra. Mantra mukhyam, what is mukhya mantra? What is the prime mantra? What is the best of all the mantras? Harir nama. Harir nama, harir nama, harir nama eva kevalam kalo naste 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 vagatiranyartha. And tirtha mukhyam cha janhavi. Where is Janhavi? Where?
The Ganges, Ganga.
Where is that? Ganga is, okay, Ganga. But where he is called Janhavi? Another name of Ganga you are saying Janhavi. Which place his name, her name became Janhavi? That is why we have come here. Mayapur. The Ganga flows in Mayapur. In that place, her name is Janhavi. So you must make a plan, at least once in a lifetime. You must go to Mayapur and take bath in Janhavi. Tirtha mukhyam cha Janhavi. If you go take bath in Ganga in Mayapur, that means you have taken a dip in the best of all tirtha. And it has become best of all tirtha. Why? Why? Janhavi, her name became Janhavi because, there is a nice sweet pastime. When Bhagirath, he, with a desire to deliver his ancestors who were cursed by Kapil Muni, the son of Sagara Maharaj, 60,000 sons, they were cursed and they were burnt to ashes. So he wanted to deliver them, Bhagirath. So he performed a very severe penance for many, many years. And then finally Ganga Devi became very pleased and she came down to the earth. And when she came, she asked Bhagirath, when I will come from Brahmalok, I will come with heavy force. So you need to make some arrangement who can hold my force so that I will not go into the Patal Loka. Because I will be coming with such a force that if there is nothing to hold me, then I will straight penetrate the earth and go to the Patal Loka. You will not get the benefit. So now you make some arrangement. Who is going to hold me when I come? Then Bhagirath, he again pacified. He performed more further austerity and he pleased Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva agreed, yes, I will hold her. Lord Shiva, you can see he has a big matted hair, locked hair, right? So he said, you go to Haridwar, you will see big murti of Lord Shiva is there. That's called Haridwar. So, and then when Ganga came, she was thinking, oh, Shiva is going to hold me? Okay, I will go with such a force, I will also take Lord Shiva along with my, current to Pataloka. Lord Shiva is not an ordinary entity. He is a greatest devotee of the Lord. You are so pride, you have so much pride. Okay, I'll teach you a lesson. Lord Shiva locked matted hair is so huge. When Ganga dropped in Lord Shiva's matted hair, she was confused to find a way to come out of her Lord Shiva's matted hair. She was moving round and round. What to speak of, taking Lord Shiva along with her current, forceful current to Patala Loka. Then, she understood that I have committed a mistake. But now Bhagirath is in trouble. Then Bhagirath again prayed to Lord Shiva, please release her. Otherwise my ancestors will not be, freed from the curse. Then Lord Shiva, he just, cracked one hair. And from here, the Ganga came out. And Ganga was coming. Bhagirath in front, he was chanting the glories, and Ganga Devi is coming in behind. He came near Mayapur. Again, there was a Muni whose name is Jannu Muni. He was performing meditation, sitting in his kutir, hermitage. And Ganga is thinking, I am going to wash away this Muni along with my current. So Muni said, okay, now you have this desire, right? And he swallowed entire Ganga. He swallowed Ganga. Now Ganga is in its belly. So what to do now? Again Bhagirath is in trouble. Then Bhagirath said, please release her. So he cut his, this person is called Jannu. So from his Janu, he released Ganga. That's how her name became Jahnavi, because it's daughter of Jannu Muni. Okay. And this time, she was thinking, now she realized that I am not in an ordinary place. I am in the place where the same Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has given so much of good fortune to Jamuna Devi by taking bath in Jamuna, playing in Jamuna, which I did not have the good fortune to attain his blessing in that way, the same personality is going to appear in this place in Mayapur. And very soon, in next Gaura Purnima, he is going to appear before, on this place. So therefore, I should better stay here. And I allow him to also give me the same good fortune what he had awarded to Kalindi by sporting in his water, her water. I also want Gaur Sundar to sport in my water. That's how I want to have my good fortune. So therefore it is said, Ganga Devi waited for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance, and Mahaprabhu appeared. Mahaprabhu also took bath in Ganga, so that place when you go and take bath, you get Gauranga Prem. That's why it's a Tirtha Mukhya so Janhavi. Tirtha Mukhyam. Because Mahaprabhu's gift at this point in time is the highest gift for all humanity in terms of attainment of spiritual success. So therefore, you must make a point to come and take birth in Janhavi, who is flowing in Mayapur. Very interesting for those who are coming from the science, faculty. Sometimes scientific, students, scientists, they feel like, they don't believe in many things. Very interesting. A group of scientists, they came, they collected water from Ganga just before Mayapur and after Mayapur. And when she is flowing in Mayapur. The test report came out mind-boggling. The water which was collected before Mayapur and after Mayapur has different property. The water which was collected in Mayapur had a very, very unique property. That proves that even today, the Ganga which is flowing in Mayapur is very, very auspicious. You come and take bath, you get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, he is saying that by Krishna's mercy you have appeared here. One can achieve the nucleus of devotional service of the Lord by the mercy of the spiritual master and the personality of Godhead. The spiritual master is the manifested representative of the Lord to help one achieve ultimate success. One who is not authorized by the Lord cannot become a spiritual master. This is a very interesting point actually, You cannot become guru because you want some name, fame, adoration, some followers, some benefit for your personal life. That's why you are accepting disciple, you become a guru. Huh? Who told you to accept disciple? Because you need some benefit, you are surviving at the cost of your disciples. That is how you are becoming guru. You cannot benefit yourself, neither you can benefit your disciple if you become a guru of this type. Guru means what? Like here you see Sukadev Goswami. Why Prabhupada is commenting about guru in this context? Because Sukadev Goswami, personality like Sukadev Goswami, who are Mahabhagavatas, they don't have any expectation from who they initiate actually. They are there to help them to get released from this conditioned life. This is their greatest mercy. On the other hand, one who is, taking the rule of a spiritual master, initiating disciples and surviving at their cost, is not to be accepted very seriously. He is not a qualified guru. Guru means he is a representative of Krishna and he is there just to help others. He doesn't have any expectation. Only thing is he want to give them Krishna's mercy. So that is, and when it happens, when they are ordered by his guru. When his guru tells, now you initiate, that is how he should initiate. Otherwise, they should not start initiating. This is the point, very clear. Okay? Not authorized by the Lord. When you are not authorized by the Lord, or Lord means here Guru. Okay? Guru is representing. When you are not authorized by your Guru, cannot become a spiritual master. Very interesting point. In Mayapur, there is a brahmachari. His father was a guru in some temple in one mart in Odisha. This boy is from Odisha, and he took initiation from Jagataka Maharaj. When Maharaj gave him initiation, what he told him? He said, "Don't become guru." Means your father is guru. After some time, you also start, accepting disciple to become guru. He said, "Don't become guru." That means actually guru knows what to do with the disciple. And when guru instructs, then only disciples should become guru. Otherwise, disciples should not become guru. Srila Sukadev Goswami is an authorized spiritual master. See? And thus, he was inspired by the Lord to appear before Maharaj Parikshit and instruct him in the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. This gives the insight that he was a qualified person and Krishna, he inspired him. Likewise, Guru will inspire you, you now go and do this service. One can achieve the ultimate success of going back to Godhead if he is favored by the Lord's sending his pure representative. We have to connect ourselves with a pure representative of God, and by listening to their instructions, we can go back to Godhead. As soon as a true representative of the Lord is met by a devotee of the Lord, the devotee is assured a guarantee for going back to Godhead just after leaving the present body. Prabhupada's purports are so deep, it needs a lot of explanation actually. He's saying just after leaving the body, they will go back to Godhead. If you have been initiated by a bona fide spiritual master and you know the practices, sadhanas, and you have practiced in your current body, what happens? In this Bhagavatam, it is explained, Narad Muni is saying, Kala pradur abhut kale trit saudamini jatha. That happened to Narad Muni actually. Narad Muni, he was instructed by these Mahabhagavatas, the Bhakti Vedantas, who were performing this Chaturmasya Vrata for 4 months, sitting in one place, and he had their association. And before they left, they gave mantra to Narad Muni. And Narad Muni chanted the mantra. And when he was about to leave the body, actually this is his previous life, before he became Narad Muni. He was the son of a maid servant. And he got the association of these Bhakti Vedantas. And when they were leaving, they gave him mantra. They said, you chant this mantra. So this is how it happens. They didn't expect anything. He's a small child, but they were very much kind to him by seeing his behavior, his soberness. So they gave him mantra. And Narad Muni chanted that mantra in his previous life. Then when he was about to leave the body, that time he was given this position. I say, Kala pradur abhut kale tadit saudamini jatha. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that when a sadhaka, he has practiced his Krishna consciousness perfectly under the able guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, then at the time of leaving the body, as a result of his sadhana practice, the Lord is going to reveal his Siddha Deha, and with which he will go back to Godhead to serve the Lord with the same Siddha Deha, this Siddha body. And Siddha Swarupa will be revealed to a sadhaka. This is the message. So therefore, here Prabhupada is saying that as soon as a true representative of the Lord is met by a devotee of the Lord, the devotee is assured a guarantee for going back to Godhead just after leaving the present body. This one sentence has a lot of gravity, This, however, depends on the sincerity of the devotee himself. You may have a bona fide guru, but if you become chaotic, what happens? No, you don't do that. The Lord is seated in the heart of all living beings, and thus He knows very well the movements of all individual persons. As soon as the Lord finds that a particular soul is very eager to go back to Godhead, the Lord at once sends His bona fide representative. On the other hand, because He is sitting in the heart of all the living entities, He knows if you are interested in finding some labha, puja, pratishtha, some wealth, then He will direct you to go to that person. Not the person who will guide you to go back to Godhead. So let us be careful. Keep only pure desire to serve Krishna. The sincere devotee is thus assured by the Lord of going back to Godhead. The conclusion is that to get the assistance and help of a bona fide spiritual master means to receive the direct help of the Lord Himself. Means when we meet a true representative of the Lord, receiving instruction from such a personality is as good as receiving direct instruction from the Supreme Lord Himself. Okay? Now let us just read the translation from text number 37 onwards, then complete this chapter. Who is having the mic? Continue.
Text 37. You are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all persons, and especially for one who is about to die.
See, this question is like you say, it's not that he is asking two different type of solution for two different type of people. Like if we say ask, do you know when you are going to leave your body? You don't know, right? But Parikshit Maharaj knew in 7 days he is going to leave the body. It's like in general, right? He is asking, begging you to bestow the way of perfection for all persons, and then especially for one who is about to die. There is no different answer or different question actually. The main question is actually we are all on the journey of death. Do you realize this? We have taken the journey towards death actually. Child is born, parents are thinking, oh, my child is growing, he is becoming big. What? He is coming closer to death. So when we are coming closer to death, so what is our prime duty? What one should do? That is the question. The answer is Bhagavatam. Therefore Prabhupada introduced reading Bhagavatam every day. You also read Bhagavatam every day. Continue.
Please let me know what man should hear, chant, remember and worship, and also what he should not do. Please explain all this to me.
You know the answer. What you should chant?
Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Only Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Yes, complete that mantra, Mahamantra. Huh? You know what to chant. What to remember?
Krishna.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
Okay? Who to worship? Krishna. Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu you should worship. You know whose name to chant, who to worship and who to remember. You are very fortunate. Many people in Toronto, they don't know. See? You are more, fortunate than all these people who are living in this big city. Continue.
O powerful Brahmana, it is said that you hardly stay in the houses of men long enough to milk a cow.
Means what he is saying? He is saying, actually the saintly people, they Mahanta Swabhav Ei Tarito Pamar or Mahadvi Chalanam Nirnam Grihinam Dina Chetasam Nissir Saya Bhagavan Anyatha Kalpati Kvachit. Mahat, the great soul, they don't have any business with the householder. Sometimes they go for begging. And how long they stay? For the time period that needs to milk the cow. Very short time. That means he is saying, you people don't have time for us. Grihinam Dina Chetasam, who are very much engrossed in the materialistic duties in this world. But a moment of your association can deliver us. So now you are here, somehow or other here, so please instruct me, what should I do? This is the kind of, inner meaning, that he is there only for, he just stays in the house of a householder just long enough to milk the cow. This is the meaning. Next, continue.
Sri Suta Goswami said, the king thus spoke and questioned the sage using sweet language. Then the great and powerful personality, the son of Vyasadeva, who knew the principles of religion, began his reply.
So now the reply is coming in second canto only, entire Bhagavatam. From second canto until 12th canto, all this is the answer to Maharaj Parikshit's question, which is actually, by the way, our, answer for us also, you can say, So for all the conditioned souls who are on the, death journey, this is the answer for all. Therefore, even though we say the mantra mukhyam Hare Nama, if you read Bhagavatam, this is as good as chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is as good as reading entire Veda. Brahma Samhitam. This is Veda Tulyam and Mantra Mukhya. See, he wanted to hear mantra, right? Because in Kali Yuga only mantra can deliver. So he heard Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is also as good as Mahamantra. Because Mahamantra is Krishna. Abhinnatva nama namina. Right? Means there is no difference between Namo and Nami. Krishna and Krishna's name. And this is Brahma Samhitam. Means he is Krishna actually. Bhagavatam is Krishna. In that way, reciting Bhagavatam verses is also as good as chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, those intelligent devotees who understand that I don't have, that kind of, qualification to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 24 hours a day. Okay, maybe 2 hours in a day I am spending to chant the 16 rounds of Mahamantra. And maybe I can find half an hour sometime or 1 hour sometime just to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. That will also be a kind of another test, because mind is always looking for variety, right? Mind is not happy with just one thing. So this is another engagement, but it is also as good as chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That means sometimes in a day you also open a book and just read. You just recite verses from Bhagavatam. What will happen? Bhagavatam, Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Vibhu Sarvasya. Pati akshare pati sloke nana artha kar. Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. When you are reciting Bhagavatam, what happens? You are in direct connection with Krishna. Oh, Prabhu, I don't know Sanskrit. If you read the original text every day, it's like, a baby always approaching the father. Father will reveal the meaning to you. He cannot keep this meaning hidden to you for a long time. This is the beauty of reciting Bhagavatam every day. Therefore, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also read Srimad Bhagavatam every day, which from second canto going to continue. We just continue. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Oh, you have a question? क्या पूछना है तुमको?
Hare Krishna, thank you. I have actually few questions.
Few questions? Only one question.
Okay. So, in the purport, I was reading that Shukadeva Goswami is inspired by Lord Krishna himself. That I was asking that who was the spiritual master of Shukadeva Goswami? Is it Vyasadeva or Krishna himself?
You see, Shukadeva Goswami is Brahmanubhavi, and he studied Bhagavatam from Vyasadeva. Okay? In that way, he is also his guru. Okay? Shiksha guru, you can say. Or maybe Diksha guru, I don't know. Even in that verse now, जं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरोभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतस्मि. You are asking his guru who he is, you know. Tam sarvabhutaya, tam sarvabhuta hridayam. Shukadev Goswami, he knows everybody because he is sitting in the heart of everybody. That Muni, Shuka Muni, who is in the heart of every entity, I offer my respect, obeisances unto him. Who did not need, who was not required to undergo these purificatory processes like, when the child is born, he had to go through this sanskara ceremony. Anupetam, apeta krityam. So he is not to be considered like one of the conditioned souls who was his spiritual master. Then you are confused. Well, Krishna comes, he also accepts. Guru, that's just to instruct us. That is for us. For Shukadev Goswami, he doesn't need. But he came with a particular purpose to save the entire humanity. Through his lotus mouth, Bhagavatam appeared, which is now the medicine for all humanity. So in that way, he studied Bhagavatam from Vyasadeva. These are all pastimes. So that is just to benefit us. Tam sarva bhuta hridayam muni manadasmi. So he is not an ordinary person, that he has to have this kind of ceremonies in the world. Upanayana samskar has to be there for him. No, that's not. Automatically he was already mukta purush. He was a mukta purush. Those who are coming from the spiritual world, whether they have guru or not guru, they are already perfect. Whatever they do, that is for our benefit. We need to know who this person is. Then you try to know about him, question about him. You have a question? Looks like there are many questions.
So Prabhuji, you said that Sukdev Goswami is a divine entity. So also his father Vyasdev is also believed to be incarnation of Lord Krishna. So how is this possible?
How is this possible?
That both father and son, because it's not directly mentioned that Sukdev Goswami is a divine entity. They are explaining, but they are not explaining is he like a plenary portion of Krishna. So how is it?
No, he is not incarnation of Krishna. I mean, so he was, of course, in that you can say he was very specially empowered to speak Bhagavatam because he heard from Sukadeva, from Vyasadeva. He was a Brahmanubhavi. He was Brahman realized person. Okay? So in that way he is a great person. And then just see, about him it is said that in his previous life he had realized the Brahman. Now, when he was born, immediately after taking birth, he went to the forest because he was in the bliss of Brahman. Then the Vyasadeva, he wrote a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. What is that verse? That verse is Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakutam Vidham Sayaya Didyapa Siddhi Sadvi Leve Gatim Dhatri Uchitam Tatanya Kambadayalu Saranam Bhajema. This reveals the merciful characteristics of Krishna. When he heard this, he was very much, awakened, and he said, "Oh, Who is this? Then he came to Vyasadeva and he studied Bhagavatam. That's how he became immediately, highly elevated. So the point is, for him, definitely, even if he is not an incarnation of God, but he was not to be counted amongst any ordinary human being. Because of his qualification in his sadhana from his previous life, Brahmanubhavi, and in this life, after studying Bhagavata from Maharaj as a from Vyasadeva, so he became such a realized person. In this connection, you should know that I think Jamaraj is saying, Sukha vetti, aham vetti, sukha vetti, vyasa vetti, na vetti va, bhaktya bhagavata graya. Who knows Bhagavatam? Sukadeva Goswami knows Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva may know or may not know. So, from this verse again you see, he is not an ordinary person. So, to understand about an individual, we need to kind of, know his background. Then we will understand that who this person is. Yeah? Anyway, you want to ask something, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. My question is that you were mentioning that because of Guru's mercy and sadhana, then our eternal
Guru's
mercy and sadhana, our eternal form is realized. Something of the sort you were mentioning, like our Siddha Deha is realized on how we serve Krishna. I've heard that in numerous lectures, as you mentioned. I've also heard in one of Prabhupada's lectures and some of his disciples' lectures is that the Siddha Deha is created by chanting. Is like created by chanting. Like it forms, it manifests with chanting. So we're originally jivas, like as described in Bhagavad Gita, that point of a point, like that little size. But out of that jiva, a Siddha Deha is created because of...
Yes.
So which of these two is, how do I incur these two parallel thoughts?
There is no contradiction. What we say and what Prabhupada is saying, there is no contradiction. You see, a very important question you were asking in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I should, since you are asking this, I should read that for you. Siddha Krishna Prem. You have asked a very, very, very deep question, Prabhu.
Wrong timing? Wrong timing?
No, I will just tell you. It's a very deep question you are asking. Sometimes we need to understand these subjects very clearly. See, the verse says, Sravanadi Kriyatar Swarupa Lakshan Tatastha Lakshane Upo Jai Premadhan. Upo Jai. You make the meaning of a particular sentence or particular word, not that because you feel this is like that. No, the meaning has been contained in the root of that word. Every word has its root. In Sanskrit, it's called dhatu. So here, It's called upajaya, journey. This dhatu, the jani dhatu, in the meaning of created, born, in that context this have been used. So the root is jani and the upajaya, that means it is giving birth, new thing is being born. What is that? And how it is happening? That's what it's saying. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Sravanadi Kriya Tar Swarupa Lakshan. In bhakti, there is Swarupa Lakshan and Tatastha Lakshan. Swarupa Lakshan means their intrinsic characteristic. That bhakti, what you are practicing, it is embedded with that quality in itself. You cannot separate that. That is the Swarupa Lakshan. And Tatastha Lakshana Upajaya Pramadhan. That means that Shravan Kirtan, what you undertake as a pure devotional practice, if it is under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, then that practice will help you to attain that Siddha Swarupa or Krishna Prem also will be awakened, born in your heart. This is what it is. That's why he's saying it will be born. What you said? Prabhupada said? That what you said?
I used the word, I think, manifested.
It will be manifest or created, something like that.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, yes, this is the process. The process is, see, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem. Next verse is coming. What is the meaning of Nitya Siddha? Sometimes it is very difficult to explain in English. Nitya Siddha, you explain it, translate it as like, it is eternally perfect. Perfect means what? Perfect means it is not to be, gained from something somewhere. No, it is perfect thing. So it has to appear. And how it will appear? By the practice of that, sadhana bhakti, which contain that Nitya Siddha property, is embedded in that bhakti. Okay? And then what happens? It will appear. Like, for example, we say, Karoy Uday. Uday, what is there? Like we say, sun. Sun appears in where?
Sky.
East. Okay. Sun appears in the east. And we know Japan is the country of sunrise, right? You know this, right? What is the time in Japan now? Okay, you don't know. Night time you go to Japan. Can you find sun there? Sun is somewhere else, not in Japan. But he chooses to appear there. Okay, sun is perfect. He appears there. Similarly, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem, Uday, Sravanadi Suddha Chitte. Currently our heart is polluted. But when we practice this sadhana, become purified, it will be born there. That is the effect of this mantra sadhana that you are doing. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra you are chanting. If you chant perfectly, it has the potency to give birth to that prema in your heart.
Thank you, Prabhu.
It's not there, it will appear. It will manifest. It will be awakened. In that way, you can also say. It is Nitya Siddha. Shuddha Sattva Visheshatma Prema Surya Susamnava Rusi Vischitta Marsam Gritoso Bhava Uchyate. So when one is practicing bhakti, he is coming to the stage, then time will come, it will appear. So we as a sadhaka should be very sincerely practicing bhakti and hoping for the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And when he will, become merciful, and then thing will happen. We don't have to worry about anything.